Hi guys, good morning, or it's morning here anyways. I'm Maya with Simply Bloom, and I wanted to do a cut flower garden tour. I just finished planning this space up yesterday, so June 26th is when I finally got everything planted. It's like a month later than when I wanted to get it planted, but life happened. That's okay, it'll still be beautiful. So this is going to be designated for only cut flowers, and it pretty much is, but there were a few things that I was planning on direct seeding and I just didn't get to them. So being in a zone 3, we have a very short growing season, and it got to the point where I wanted to do zinnias and nigella and bachelor buttons, and I didn't know if I was gonna have enough time for them to bloom, and I didn't want to go through and plant all the seeds and then not get a single bloom, because I was planning a full 2 rows designated to zinnias because they were just gonna be my main cut and come again flower. So it's just like, that's a lot of space, that's a lot of seed, I don't want to go to waste. So I'm saving that for next year. So I am doing a couple rows of potatoes and bush beans and carrots in this garden as well. But why don't I turn around and show you? This light from the rising sun is just beautiful. It's gently casting on the flowers, and I just want to show you everything, and this will just be my June garden tour. So let me turn you around and show you what's going on. Okay, I'm standing at the entrance. This is kind of what you first see. Oh, so beautiful. I can't wait for like a month and a half once everything is really grown in. So here on this first row I have Ranunculus, and it goes on either side. Ranunculus. So I have white Ranunculus, and then rose, then Juliet, and then the pastel, and the pastel mix right there. And then here, the next 2 rows, I have potato, and then a potato as well. And there's a massive rock there. So there's a smaller rock sitting on top of a massive rock. So I put that rock there because after the growing season, we're gonna be getting a bobcat and scooping out that massive rock underneath. And then here I have the Victoria Blue Salvia. It's not a super well-known cut flower, I don't think, because it kind of has a shorter stem length, but I love it. It's one of my favorites, so I made sure I had room to plant it. And there's actually a space right there of nothing planted, so I'm trying to decide if I plant Columbine there, because I have some Columbine seeds right there. You know, normally they prefer part shade, but being in such a cold zone, I think they'd be fine in more sun. I'd rather plant them somewhere else, but I just need to get them in the ground. And then here I have Celosia. So this first section I have the Sunday Gold, and then I have the Pompous Plume right there, and then I have, what is this, something feather. I just planted these yesterday and I already can't remember. Flamingo feather is last. Well, I might as well start down here. Okay, so right here I have a couple plants of the rat tail status, and then I have Lyman. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Lyman, I don't know. It forms like these little twinkly flowers that I was going to use for filler. And then I have bunny tail grass, again for filler. That's kind of just like my filler section. I probably don't have enough, especially now that I don't have my zinnias, but we'll see. Here I have some China asters. So I have two different varieties, and the tags fell out when I was moving the tray, so I'm not sure which is which. But I have the Valkyrie pink and the Matador mix. Not very many came up. I have a very poor germination rate with that. Okay, and then here I have stock flowers, which should have been planted out like 2 months ago. And I just got them planted out, so we'll see. We still have nights in the 40s, so you know, they are cool weather flowers. So hopefully being so cool during the night times will help save those flowers so they'll bloom. Here I have Gladiolus bulbs, I think. So I'm just so far just going down this row, and then I'll come up this row because it's too hard jumping back and forth. But here I have Gladiolus bulbs. I have mixed, and then I have a blue gladiolus, and then I have red back there. And actually behind me I have some more, but we'll get to that when we go on that side. So here is some snapdragons, and you see that there's several in bloom and looking gorgeous. Now, my snapdragons were in the containers for way too long, and they were all flopping over before I got them planted. So that is why we have some wonderful movement in the stems. Now, I have several straighter ones down there, but these will just be a beautiful movement in and out of arrangements, which I plan on making one at the end, so stay tuned for that. This one is where I was going to plant my zinnias. I just have weeds coming up, but I am putting bush beans and carrots in here probably today. Here I have dahlias. So I started 3 from tubers, the 3 big ones, that one, and that one way at the end down there. That's from tubers. So I have the Mystery Day, the Lavender Perfection, I believe, and Calvin Floodlight, and then all of the other ones are seedlings, which need to be weeded. But those are all seedlings that I started from seed from Florette Flower Farm. Here I have sunflowers. They go on either side of the line. Several different sunflowers. Pearl Cut Red, I believe that's Pearl Cut Orange, the tag's covered up, and then I can't remember. And the tag is covered. White Knight. Okay, that one's White Knight. And then Lemon Queen, Velvet Queen, Green Burst, and then the Sun-Filled Purple and Sun-Filled Green at the end. And then back up I have corn. Now this is the glass gem corn, so I was going to use it for like ornamental purposes, and actually I thought it'd be fun to tuck into some arrangements. That's why it is in the cut flower garden. And then I have some more mammoth gray stripe sunflowers here, mammoth gray stripe sunflowers, more glass gem corn. And now we are on the other side and moving back up to the driveway. So here's more sunflowers here. This side didn't germinate as well, and this side does not get as much sun either. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it. They're smaller, didn't germinate as well, or if it's just the seeds. So these sunflowers here, I have the chocolate sunflower, Indian blanket. We had a very hard rainstorm, a few of them actually in the last week and a half, so all my tags got covered up. Ruby Eclipse, Evening Sun is next, and then Tall Teddy Bear, and the last one, I can't read that. Last one is Autumn Beauty. Here are my cosmos, and I have several blooming. So excited. I really cannot wait till these just take off. But this front little thing here, I have the Seashell Mix, and then I have Purity, which is a little white one. Then I have Cupcake Blush, and then of course I don't know why I can't remember the last ones. Where's my tag? There it is. Double Click is the last. Just look how pretty they are. And it seems like whenever they first start blooming with any flower. I don't know, they're cute, but once they really get going, then they're just beautiful. But there is the seashell mix. I love how the petals kind of like curl in and they look like little seashells. Okay, here I planted jade bush beans. They're my favorite green bush bean. And here is some more snapdragons. So we are on directly the other side of those snapdragons are snapdragons. And then same, here's more gladiolus. So right on the other side of these gladiolus, I have more. So I have the raspberry lavender and the Vista gladiolus, which I'm most excited for these two varieties. Okay, right here, I just finished planting this up yesterday. Here's my bells of Ireland, and I don't think those are gonna make it. There were a few that when I was taking them out of the seed starter tray, they just kind of like ripped out. I don't know, it's weird. There were like no roots that were developing. So I tried planting them up anyways, and they're just very wilty. So we'll see if they pull through. But this one already has little bells forming. I'm so excited. Same with this one, a few little bells right up top. And then I have the lacy blue lace flower here, which I already have one blooming. So pretty. And then I have the pincushion star flower right there. And then here I have straw flower. So this one is some sort of apricot variety. I lost the tag. I seem to do that a lot. And then here I have the saltane mix. And then I have just like 3 plants of the bright rose, and then just a few of the white right there. And then this morning I just really wanted to make a flower bouquet arrangement to bring to my mom. I'm meeting her later this week. She kind of had a crazy weekend and last week and stuff. So I just thought, you know what, I'm going to make my first flower bouquet and bring it to my mom from this space that I worked so hard at. And I know a lot of times you want to pick your flowers, put them in a bucket and let them rehydrate for a good several hours before arranging. But since I only have a few flowers to harvest from, I'm just gonna do it right in the field and just grab the flowers and just put them into my little jar here. So I'm just gonna set you guys up and get to it. This is the most pitiful flower arrangement I've ever done. And I'm honestly embarrassed to show you this. It's so bad. So like I mentioned earlier, we had horrible thunderstorms earlier in the last week, actually just 2 nights ago. And it rained 3 inches in like 12 hours. So dirt and mud just splashed up on all my flowers, so my flowers are covered in like caked on dirt. And then I was trying to strip some of the leaves and my stems broke. And what else happened? Anyways, this is a horrible arrangement, but I think it will still mean a lot to my mom, especially if I tell her it's like my first one from this space. So are you ready? Don't judge. No judging, please. Hold on, I have to get the best side. Oh gosh, it's just bad everywhere you look. Dun, 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 dun. so bad, like I mentioned, but it like dances really cool. Look at it dance. So on my lacy blue lace flower, I have a couple Cosmos. I have some very caked on dirty Snapdragons. Can you see all that dirt right there? I mean, they're just covering the Snapdragons, but that's okay. I think she will appreciate it. I love the bright colors. Super short stems because one, they're like the first flowers that these plants have put on, and two, several of the stems snapped when I was trying to clean them of their leaves. So anyways, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm super excited to see how this space really grows and fills in and develops. But yeah, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay tuned for new videos coming up very soon. And I hope you all have a great day. Bye.